If you watched my latest video, you would know that I made a Roblox game in just 7 days. And well, that game sucked. But today I'm going to be challenging myself yet again. However, this time I will have only 1 hour. Let's start the timer and get right to it. To start with, the idea of the game is very original. No inspiration drawn from a certain jelly bean game. Totally original. I'm basically going to just make a spleef game. It's a very simple concept. I want to see how far I can take it within an hour. Those of you who watch me make a game in a week will be well aware that I have the scripting skills of a toddler. So we're just going to leave scripting until the end. That's probably a terrible idea. But getting on with the lobby, we're going to theme it like a soft play area for no particular reason. As I said, this entire game and concept is fully original.
Stop the cap.
So we're going to start by putting some assets together in Blender, like some bits we can use for walls, and also some soft decorative pieces that can add to the vibe of the lobby. Now we put them in Roblox to start assembling the map. I'm going to use a combination of these 2 cylindrical pieces I made to create the walls. I think this looks really good and does fit that kind of bouncy castle aesthetic. And I'm also going to leave one side open. It's kind of like a spectating point so you can watch people who are still in the game. And then I'm going to take the cubes and I'm just going to go and put them on the map. And I think it'd be cool to have them so you can kind of push them around so you can have a bit of fun in the lobby. And I think it looks great. And there's no bugs at all. This is just a feature. One very good thing about this style is it's actually really easy to create with only very simple shapes, but it still looks really good, which is perfect considering this game has to be done within 1 hour. And so with the lobby complete and looking great, it's time to do some scripting. I'm joking. You really think I'm going to do some scripting. So for the actual map where you're going to be able to play the game, I'm going to go extremely original. I'm going to make a tiled-like floor, and to do that I need to decide what shape tiles I want. And we all hate hexagons, right? Who on earth likes hexagons? They're probably the worst shape on this earth. So because hexagons suck, we're going to use a pentagon. We're going to model it in Blender, put it into Roblox. Yeah, it didn't really tile. The only shape that really tiles are hexagons, but as I said, no one likes them, so we're just going to use octagons and just have holes there. I'm going to go into Blender and make an octagon model, bevel it slightly to give it that soft look to match the rest of the game, and then put that octagon into Roblox Studio and then make a massive grid of it. These octagons are going to disappear when you stand on them, and it'll basically be a matter of last man standing. I've never seen anything remotely similar to this, so it's going to be super cool and super unique. I duplicated these 3 layers of octagons so that when you fall from one layer, you can fall to the next. Then after the 3rd one, you're going to die. I made it orange, neon glowing, and put a lava decal on it. And this is kind of going to be like when you fall on it, you die on the lava. But honestly, I just didn't like how this looked. You're kind of just in the middle of the void, and you got this ugly lava thing in the middle. So I ended up just scrapping it and die in the void. But anyway, let's playtest the game and see how it looks so far. But anyway, let's playtest the game and see how it looks so far. It looks pretty good, and I'm really happy with the build style. That sets us back about 20 minutes, which isn't too bad, leaving me a good majority of this challenge left for the scripting. We're going to start by doing a round system. I used this tutorial from GamerMate, and considering I didn't have a clue how to make a round system before this, it made it super simple. In just under 10 minutes, I had a working round system, which spawned the players in the lobby to start with, and it leaves everyone in the lobby for 10 seconds, and then after that 10 seconds, it puts everyone into the gameplay space. And then anyone who is still alive after 60 seconds gets 1 win, and then everyone gets put back to the lobby before starting the next game. I do want it to be last man standing instead of a timer, so hopefully we have some time at the end of the challenge to do that, but for now this should work. With us being now at the halfway point of the challenge, I should probably get the game, like, actually working, and I'm really going to need to pick up the pace if I'm going to complete this challenge, which is why we're going to make the tiles now disappear. I tried to be all fancy and make one script that will basically work for any tagged part, and I went and tagged every single part that I want to disappear with a breakable tag, and I basically wanted to make a script that when a player collides with a part that has this breakable tag, it will disappear. But because I don't have a clue what I'm doing, you can guess how that went. So I went with the next best thing, and so I made one simple script that will make every part disappear when you stand on it and put it into every single part. This is definitely not the best way to do it, but it will definitely work for now. Comment down below if you know a better way to do it. So next what I wanted to do was
Tiệc tùng thôi nào. Ngon mà cây nóng quá, tóc khô, da nổi mụn. Uống ngay trà thanh nhiệt Dr. Thanh từ 9 loại thảo mộc tự nhiên. Thanh lọc cơ thể, giúp bạn tươi mát mỗi ngày. Trà thanh nhiệt Dr. Thanh.
I wanted to set out a nice spawning area. The idea is to have a 16-player lobby, so I made 16 little spawn pads, put invisible parts around the edge so that you can't jump off, and then put a little part above every single one called spawn. However, one problem with this was the game just seemed to pick one of these parts named spawn and spawned everyone there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir!
To fix this, I added a number at the end of every spawn, going from 1 to 16. And then when choosing a spawn point, it just does math.random 1 to 16. And this sort of works. It doesn't stop 2 players spawning in the same one. However, more or less most of the time, you end up spawning in different ones to different people, and it works for now. With this sorted, the last thing to do to have a functional game was to put a kill part right under the bottom of it. This took literally like a minute, and with that, we have a semi-functioning game with an absolute ton of flaws I don't even want to get into. With that, we have just under 25 minutes left to complete this challenge. One thing I really wanted to do with this challenge that I didn't manage to do in my 1 week game was add data saving. But before we get onto data saving, I want to tell you how you can level up your development skills with Discover Design. Discover Design is a new YouTube channel I'm going to be running, providing great beginner and intermediate resources getting you started on your Roblox development journey. Not only will I be providing free educational content there, but on my new website, discoverdesign.shop, you are able to get game-ready asset packs to use in your Roblox games. And a bonus for any of you who want to use the assets I've made in this video, they are all available for free in my Octagon asset pack. And for any other purchases you make on the site, use code OX10 for 10% off. But anyway, back to data saving. This game doesn't have much data to save, however it has 2 leader stats, wins and cash. I followed a simple YouTube tutorial on how to add data saving to your game, and it wasn't simple. It was far from simple, and it literally took about 15 minutes, which unfortunately only left me with a slither of time left for this challenge. And so to make use of this final 10 minutes or so, I just wanted to add some quality of life changes. One big one was the game felt really clunky when you actually walk on the tiles. They just kind of disappear, and it's not very satisfying. So I wanted to add like a nice fade. So when you stand on it, it fades out and then disappears. This will also give the player some time to kind of jump onto the next tile. And so once I got it looking how I wanted it to, I remembered that I have to delete the script from every single one of these and then repaste the new one in. I'm not even joking when I say I was sat here sweating and grinding for like 5 minutes straight, deleting the scripts from every one. I went super fast and got it done in just around 5 minutes. Pasting the new one in was super easy. I just selected them all and did paste to selected. And with that, we've got 5 minutes at the end to make a game icon. I went into Photoshop and I made an icon for the game using this extremely original name, Octagon. Never heard anything similar before. I'm just... yeah, you guys just you don't have to let me know in the comments how great I am at coming up with names. And then with that, I took this logo, I put it onto an invisible part in Studio, I put it above the game, and I thought it looked pretty nice. And with that, the game just needed some testing. And as you guys know, I have no friends to play my games with, so I just went and pinged you guys on my Discord server. It'll be linked in the description if you want to take part in videos like this in the future, and I want to thank everyone who came along to test this game. It was lots of fun, but also evidently very buggy. Despite that, the game turned out great. I got all the features I wanted in the game, and even managed to include stuff that I didn't manage to include in my 1 week game. There's still other stuff I can add as well if you guys want to see a part 2. So drop your ideas down below in the comments if you want a part 2 and what you want to see in that part 2. And click the video on screen now if you want to watch me make a Roblox game in 1 week. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Making a Roblox game is hard. How about making one in a week with no idea how to script? Well, here I am trying to make a full Roblox game in a week without knowing how to script. Whilst I can sort of build, this will be a challenge. And before I've had any time to think, day 1 has started. And the first and one of the most important steps of making a Roblox game is coming up with the idea. One idea that came to my mind was making a ski resort tycoon, and I thought that would look really cool. I was pretty set on this idea, so I decided to go ahead and get started. So if I want to make a whole ski resort, everything needs to be built on a mountain. It's going to be really hard making a start without having a mountain in place. I wanted to start by kind of drawing out my vision for creating this whole mountain and how I want the tycoon to sort of work. And to be honest, creating a mountain like this from scratch is really hard. However, in Blender, I kind of got a base shape that I was somewhat happy with that I thought would work. And so I thought for now, I can get that to Roblox and I can start building around it with some assets, make some buildings and make a good start. But no. Roblox's stupid mesh collisions were really annoying, and it basically meant that this mountain was unusable.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
I tried for hours and hours to fix this and come up with a solution, but nothing. I tried changing the collision settings. I tried re-importing it with different settings. I even tried using meshed terrain so I could at least use that base shape. However, nothing was working. Roblox did not want me to do this challenge. And it was just as I felt like giving up that I had another idea. I could use Roblox's terrain tools to manually draw this terrain myself and have a perfect mountain. The only slight problem was I'd already wasted half of day 1, so I really had to get to work. Whilst I was sculpting out the train, I actually also blocked out a building and a ski lift. This was just so I knew where I could put some buildings as I'm building it. And then hopefully around like day 2 or towards the end of day 1, I'll be able to start building some finalized buildings and making it look really good. And yet, despite hours of hard work on day 1, this is all I managed to do. I feel the mesh collision errors on the mountain I made before really did hinder me, but I can make sure now day 2 is definitely much more productive and I can get a lot more done. And now for the start of day 2. I started by continuing day 1's terrain work, and as you can see here, I did loads of the mountain and it looks really good. But that isn't good enough. I need to build a building, even if it's just a basic one, so that I have something to script. I need to start working on the mechanics, as I am really inexperienced in scripting, so the sooner I can get to that, the better. So as you can see here, I'm building out this nice house, and even though it's just the exterior, it is something to work with. And that left me very satisfied with the progress for day 2. And it gets very interesting here on day 3. I felt I finally had enough of the map in place to start making the tycoon function. So I threw together this button model in Blender, and this is what you're gonna have to stand on to build stuff. And then I went and textured it in Substance Painter. This is it in Roblox, and now begins the hunt for a good YouTube tutorial on how to make a tycoon. There are actually a lot of different options for some
Oh.
Don't let me go. No. Don't let me go. No.
There's a huge glitch that's ruining Roblox items right now. Roblox completely lied to us in multiple ways. It's finally over, and so much more stuff I want to talk about in today's video after I ask you to subscribe, because whenever you subscribe, my day gets 10 times freaking better, okay? So please subscribe. I beg of you. But anyways, I'm still sick, and I'm here to make a news video anyways, because the news never stops, you know? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I sound like a, I don't know, a sick guy. The news needs to get out somehow. Anyways, let's talk about some crazy Roblox news that's been going on over the past couple of days, with the first story being the obvious one, because in my last video I mentioned how this was gonna happen, and it has happened now, and it's the hunt ending. So as you can see, here's just one tweet.
You are my sunshine.
Boo! April Fools! Stupid! I am the king of April Fools. But speaking of April Fools, it appears that Doors is once again participating in April Fools. Last year, we got the, ultra hard mode or whatever it was called, with, like, Jeff the Killer. What the heck is this? Like, this doesn't even look like the game at all. So we have Doors retro mode. I'm excited for this. Is this basically like the real Doors but bad? How many people are playing this right now? Woo! 70,000. Is there any badges with this? I was hoping they were gonna do something because I didn't have any ideas for April Fools. Oh, what the heck? Okay, we got this right here. I think it's a Draco Bloxer. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Oh, okay. I think this is how you do it. All right, we're going in alone. Is this like a reference to another game or something? I need to know. So what is this just supposed to be like? The heck? Can you become? Am I a figure now? What the heck is this music? Why the ducks though? Do. Haunted Mansion. Call 555-5555 for more in the information. Oh, that freaking creepy music. Okay, I don't know what's all this, but this is exciting. Block Smart, low quality, high prices always. Oh, pizza. They even got like all of this stuff. Oh, can I get all this stuff? Yeah, this does look like an extremely old Roblox game. The Blocksters arrive in 600 seconds per pair. Okay, so I'm fairly new. Like I started playing Roblox probably around 2017 or something like that. So I feel like I'm fairly still new to Roblox, but I mean, this is how I remember Roblox looking back.
Brenda, please! Okay, fine. But can I at least see what you look like before you end me?
You are my sunshine.
Hold on, that cannot be Brenda.
In big time? How do you get the big time?
Here's a stupid tip for you. So you know powdered snow and how you can walk on it with leather boots? Well, this makes it unique because it's essentially a block, but is used like an item, not having to pick it up when broken. And this means we can do something cool. Have you ever been chased and towered up, but then your enemy breaks up beneath you? Well, with 2 buckets of powdered snow, you can tower, then collect the bottom one and place it on top to go higher, infinitely. Now, you might think this would take way longer, but with a lot of practice and the perfect angle, you can do this just as fast as regular blocks and leave no trace.
Today I'm turning a frozen pizza into pasta. To all my Italians watching, stay tuned, this one's a doozy. I started off by cooking the pizza and removing the pepperoni, which we'll use later. Then I scooped off all the sweet cheese and marinara, which will be our pasta sauce. There's just something so gratifying about demolishing something that was once so beautiful. I might sound a bit psychotic, but I feel as if that's the audience I attract, so take a good look at yourself. And don't think I'm wasting that crust. That, my friends, is the garlic bread. Once it came out of the oven, I knew this was gonna be delicious. Finally, we're topping off the pasta with some Parmesan cheese and thinly sliced pepperoni, and oh my god, you can't tell me you don't want to try this. Even though this is Cheesecake Factory level of unhealthy, I couldn't stop myself from eating it. What frozen food should I change next? Today I'm turning a frozen pizza into
Tax evasion explained for kids.
Watch.
Imagine you're a 10-year-old boy who loves nothing more than Halloween. You dress up as your favorite YouTuber to go trick-or-treating, working your backside off to collect a mountain of candy from your neighbors. But when you get home, there's a problem. Your mum, the tax man, says you have to share your candy, income, with your little brother, society, who was too scared to go out. She calls this tax. You call this socialism. You come up with a plan for justice. You tell your mum that you gave away all your candy to hungry children. I mean, you're a hungry child, so kinda true? You tell your brother you didn't forget about him and give him a single piece of licorice. No one likes licorice. You hide the rest of your candy under your bed, secretly eating it at night. You now know the secrets of tax evasion.
Whoa! What'd you just say?
What? All I said was
You said the S word.
oh, so you're one of those kids. I don't give a damn.
The D word. I'm gonna have to ask you to please keep it family friendly.
Who do you think I am? Nick 838?
The B word? Oh no, please stop, please.
And what if I drop the F-bomb?
No, please stop.
That's enough. Now listen up and answer the question. What's 5 times 2?
10.
Good. Now 5 times 8.
9. 8.
Miss Johnson,
7.
I don't think he's answering the
3.
questions.
Yeah,
2. I think we're gonna be on the news
1.
tonight.
Answer me this. What happens when you finish a magazine in class?
What? I don't know.
You reload. Whoa! What'd you just say?
What? All I said was
You said the S word.
oh, so you're one of those kids. I don't give a damn.
The D word. I'm gonna have to ask you to please keep it family friendly.
I just pranked 30,000 people. Recently, I hacked into my friend's account. He sent me his password a year ago, and I think he forgot. So I figured, why not just go live? He'd be fine with that, right? So I changed his stream title to Big Announcement and just started streaming. What do I even say? Oh my god! Oh god! I made it.
I freaking finally got my Gmail.